Hello and welcome to episode 8 of our Timberborn update to Let's Play series. Last time we had quite a bit of expansion done. Had a couple of good additions, a couple of bad additions, a couple of mistakes made, but that's how it works. You live and you learn, and you get better when you figure out what you're not super good at. So we're going to keep on keeping on here, and we're going to move toward making all of our districts self-sufficient and make some good technological upgrades along the way. So right here, this is our main industrial area. We've got these paper mills currently turned off, but they're going to be turned on because we are about to start making dynamite and start getting into that that area of production here. So to make dynamite, we have to have a dynamite factory, explosives factory, excuse me, which we can go ahead and research for 400 science points. And to build this, we need 30 planks, 30 gears, and 30 metal beams. We should have, yeah, we have 212. Okay, I think we have enough metal beams. I think we're going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and find a good spot for this guy. And I think we can go ahead and pop one in. Actually, no, it's too close to the too close to that guy. So we're going to find a different spot. I believe the way that I have this constructed, we're going to need to replace, before we put this guy down, we're going to need to replace this straight power shaft that's connected to the gravity battery. We're going to need to replace that with a, let us do a four-way intersection. Get this going on as soon as possible because we have to transfer power down here and connect to another area of the map. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and get our platforms. Just go ahead and go all the way down here. And you'll notice that we could theoretically just make power shaft intersections the whole way, but that takes 4 times as many logs. I mean, we have enough logs, but I think it also looks kind of stupid to do that. So we're just going to keep on doing one of these. I think probably about midway here, we'll go ahead and throw in an intersection and then just keep on going down here. So the reason we have this intersection here is because we need to get our power down. So if we put one of these guys here, then that means that we now have the ability to run power to any buildings over here, which are going to include our explosives factories we're going to be building. And I'm going to go ahead and put in one right here, and we're going to go ahead and get the game to stop lagging. We're going to go ahead and put in this guy, and we'll just go ahead and do one of these right here. We'll leave that little dog leg there. But putting the explosives factory right here will make sure it's still pretty close to the rest of everything. And we can also start building over this and put some other stuff too. We do have this underground ruins we have to get at, which we need the mine to do. And the mine is, of course, locked behind 4,000 science points. So that's going to take a while. But you also need 200 of these, I forget exactly what it's called, some sort of reinforced wood workshop. Yeah, we have to infuse planks with resin, and we have actually started doing so with the wood workshop here. And we've got, if we look here, we have 144 of these, which is good. Just an issue now of having enough science points. But we have a little secret up our sleeves. We have a lot of unemployed beavers. So what do you do when you have a lot of unemployed people? You put them to work. So we have, in this district alone, we have 12 unemployed beavers, which means we can put a bunch of inventors up. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we haven't even thought about doing any of these things. I think most of these are new. We will get there in due time. But we're going to go ahead and try to find a good spot for some inventors. These are probably going to need to just be dumped somewhere and then removed later. I mean, I'm not particularly super choosy about that. So I think right now we'll just go ahead and put in something. I'll just go ahead and pop these down right here because I don't want them to be super in the way. So let's go ahead and put 6 of those right there. We currently have 2, so 6 is a big improvement. And then I think we have enough logs to just keep making these things. If I can squeeze another one in, aha, I can. I can put 2 more back here. So just go ahead and pop those guys in there. We'll go ahead and super prioritize construction of those. And then this district, go ahead and turn on our turbo mode here. Notice our gravity battery is doing its job here. Probably as soon as we get dynamite, we're going to be putting some explosives down here to increase the distance this thing can travel. And then we'll be putting probably another at least 1 or 2 here. So another advantage of having this high power shaft right here is that this will allow us to then go and put a... I guess I probably should just go ahead and put one of these there. I think that makes sense, because then we can have other things pop up here. Of course, this is now out of the gravity battery power, and it's going to have to be recharged. So they're getting involved with all of that. I think we're going to have to leave those. Why are these flooded? Okay, hold on. This should not be flooding. There's actually no way this should be possible for this to flood, because we have our it should be letting water out here. So why is this flooding? It well and truly should not be possible for that to flood at all. So that's really weird. I'm not quite sure how that even begins to happen over here, because it's set to just always let water out. So maybe that's yeah, what's going on with this? Are they just not pumping enough water out, or is that just one of those? All right, I think for the time being, we're just going to have to permanently lower this a little bit and try to evaluate what we've got going on with our water pumping situation. Now, how are we looking over here? We got this built there waiting on metal blocks. We should still have those. Yeah, we got those over here. We have gears. Yeah, we're all good to go. We just have to get them going, and our inventors are already getting to work. Yeah, someone else also mentioned improvements to this area up here, specifically keeping more water up here, and then getting over here and stopping water from leaving this corner of the map, because there's going to be a big potential for a reservoir over here if we can get beavers to do their thing. And I don't know how far down. Don't know how far down we can actually get them to go, but we're going to go ahead and try to get these, at least at this one tree, eliminated, because then we can start putting in some stairs down here. The game is starting to lag a little bit, but I know beavers can get rid of stuff that is one tile below, or add stuff, so I'm hoping they can actually get in here and start doing that. But one thing, okay, we're out of food again over here, aren't we? No, we're not out of food. These guys are just dumb. Go ahead and pause for a second. The main issue we were having over here is we grew too fast too soon to get the all the beavers fed self-sufficiently. So it's kind of a game of catch-up we're playing here. And the water in a drought situation is problematic because this is only one tile deep, and it evaporates pretty quickly, which is something that damming this area up over here would help solve, and that's why we're working toward that as well. But these things right here, these having all these be dams, I'm wondering if, I think someone might have suggested this as well, if we replaced most of these with just regular old levees and had maybe the center block, like this single block, just be a dam to try and let a little bit less water out at a time. I know that's something we could possibly look into. I can't rebuild these without cutting off access to this side of the map, which is a problem. Not really something we can easily fix. But we will have to keep an eye on that for sure. I'm just trying to think, what's the best way of getting beavers down here? And I don't know for sure if anyone's even going to be able to get rid of this tree here. But we will certainly have to try and figure something out. I think for the time being, probably is just going to be best to start building out over here and get these guys going on this little tangent over here. Build down into the water, and then I think what we are going to want to do is just keep this going, because they will walk in the water. It'll be fine. Then that should allow them to get over here. I don't know about our pathing, if that will allow us to go all the way out here, but we are sure going to try. And we're going to see exactly what we're able to do. I think the move is going to be to put a levee here, and then eventually another layer up here, because I think that's all we're going to be able to... Actually, no, we could do 2 layers up high here. And that'll give us a pretty big reservoir of drinking water, and that would also allow us to move these water pumps over here to take advantage of that. So that's going to be a pretty good long-term project for this district. For the time being, let's check on again. Our food situation here is not looking fantastic, but it is, it's slow progress. It's just something we're going to have to get better at as we move along. And this district, I think, is probably in pretty good shape. We don't currently have any unemployed beavers, which is progress. We got a lot of beavers working on our inventing and everything. How are we doing over here? Okay, we actually have an explosives factory, and they're making dynamite, which is good, because as soon as we have dynamite, that means we can start using it, and we can begin exporting it to places like over here where we actually need it. And eventually I probably am going to dynamite a channel here somewhere to try and get some water. And I might even dynamite up here to try and make this a little bit easier as well. But for right now, it seems like stuff is going just fine. We have a decent amount of food coming in here. I don't really want to make too many more beavers in this area until we have a better grasp on how the food situation is looking. So I know we can go ahead and add some more farm stuff up here. And I've heard sunflower seeds are also foods that beavers will eat. So let's go ahead and add some of those. And then we'll go ahead, since we have so many potatoes and we have carrots, I guess we could start doing wheat over here, because wheat is a very efficient food for the beavers. We can do one more row of wheat. Once we have the wheat done, then we can... Oh, okay, this spot actually isn't going to survive because it's not in the farmhouse area, which is... that's a shame. We'll have to remember to take care of that at some point. But once that's done, we can actually... Because we have all this power up here, we can have a very efficient milling and baking operation. And yes, I know some of you are probably screaming at me, what about water dumps and irrigation towers? Like, okay, we're going to get there. It's just one of those things that I haven't really messed too much with before, so I'm kind of reluctant to get too far into it. But I think, again, once we have dynamite, which we actually do now, I can have a fun time playing with that. So now we have our dynamite. I think I want to go ahead and try to place some sort of a like an irrigation spot in here with one of those water dumps. So we'll go ahead and have one of the beavers pop this dynamite here. We'll blow it up and we'll try and build a water dump and see if this turns this into an arable part of the landscape. And blow it up. All right, so now that's 1 deep, but I know 1 deep is probably not going to be enough. We'll go ahead and put a second one in, get that thing going 2 deep eventually, and we'll see exactly what we can do. Go ahead, and we have enough science to research the water dump. Get that thing going, get them to... Oh, come on, seriously? You did 36% of a dynamite and you left? Come on, what is this, amateur hour? Come back and finish the job, man. We got stuff to do. Or not. You can go to sleep. That's not illegal. Yet. Okay, our gravity battery is fully discharged. This is one of those things, reasons why we wanted to use dynamite. We can actually go ahead and, once the thing is out of here, we can go ahead and put in dynamite down here. And of course, this is going to reduce the capacity until we get rid of the dynamite. Because, of course, you don't want your gravity battery falling down onto the dynamite. So let's blow this up again. All right, that is now 1 deep. I don't know if they can do another one. We're going to find out. I'm going to be very interested to see if they can do one this far down. I have no reason to believe they can't. It just doesn't seem super realistic to get them to do that. But one of the subscribers pointed out the post-apocalyptic beaver juice is strong. Can I get it to do another one? Because the deeper you make this, the more water that water dump is going to be able to have in the hole, and longer this is going to last for irrigation purposes. So I see a guy holding the dynamite box, so that's promising. Again, I don't know how he's reaching all the way down there. Beaver's built different, I guess. But we'll end the experimentation there. We'll go ahead and put in a water dump. Try to find a good side. I guess we can do that. Go ahead and put in one of these right here. I guess I could have left more space so it build something else here, but that'll be fine. We'll put this water dump here, and then we'll get somebody to come clear these trees. Move those resources out of the way. And then I think we can turn this into some wonderful little farmland. And our farmhouse can go right up here. And I'm interested to see if it's going to impact this area as well at all. Not sure. So I think by now our little staircase over here should be good to go. Let's check out our... Okay, yeah, we still got plenty of space, I think. Put in a path here. They should still be able to... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and put in levees across here. Yes, I know. It's too far away from a district. But if this will get us... Okay, well, you can't tell me this is too far away. They should still be able to do it. Should, theoretically. No reason to believe they can't. But I don't know. Oh, man, I don't want to have to build another district just to build this thing. That is just unfortunate. Unfortunate. I wonder if I came across this side, since that's closer to here. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. Oh, that's the eternal problem here, isn't it? Right, you can move because you were in an inconvenient place. Go ahead and get those guys post-haste. But I really ought to stop saying post-haste. I sound like a comic book villain. Might get those done so we can put our path in place. And then hopefully that will give us the extra reach we need to get down here, start building. Okay, we can do this one. And it looks like that is now an unbroken path. And, okay, yeah, now we're way closer. Way closer. It still says it's too far. Oh, come on, man. Well, I know now that beavers can't demolish this, or else they would have already. So that is unfortunate. I guess if I had, I know this has to be extremely frustrating for for some of you to watch, with how truly ridiculous this must seem to those of you who know more about the game than I do. So we'll just kind of let this let this science fair go over here. Let's see if we can get some more stuff removed here. We'll let them at that for a while. But now I think we have... Oh, yeah, look at this. This is great. This is fantastic. This whole area is arable, which now means, yes, there's nothing to do in range because we haven't started planting crops. But let's go ahead and turn this entire thing up here into some lovely wheat fields. I think you can reach all this. Yeah. Turn this into wheat fields. Should not be too much for these two beavers to do. And if it is, we'll just build more, but that should substantially help our food here. This is a fantastic addition. I don't know that this existed in the original version of the game that I played last year. So whoever it was that suggested this, I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but thank you for putting that in. Why are we crying about water over here? Okay, I guess we need some more water pumps. So we'll go ahead and build another one here. Probably because we're now using that water dump. I should have taken that into consideration. That was a oversight on my part. But we will do the best we can with what we have, because that's always what you have to do. Let's hurry up and get those things done. Okay. Put another one of those right here. Looking good. We have a little bit of... I wish this was adjustable. But I guess that's what happens when you do stuff like that. How are we looking over here with regard... Okay, good. They're in the progress of getting rid of some of these things, which means we can put our stairs here. I know this is pretty stupid the way I'm going about this, but it's the way this is going to have to be, unfortunately. We will get rid of this staircase once this is all done. This will increase our range ever so slightly to get this area dammed up. Hopefully that can happen before the drought comes. I'm not super optimistic about that, but we will certainly do our best. I guess I should super prioritize all of this. Try to get that taken care of as quickly as possible. And then I believe we can go ahead and get another staircase put in down here. And get these guys taking all of these trees out. And all of those as well. I don't think they're going to be able to get to that one quite yet. So that's a nice little project for them to take care of while we are busying ourselves over here in the Thirsty Boy district. Seems the additional water pump has helped just a little bit. Probably are going to need to put in a couple more, which is fine because now we have all this wheat over here. We can probably get rid of some of these things as well. Just go ahead and get rid of that. And then I think we're going to have to put in same amount no matter how many of these I build. Go ahead and put in a water pump as soon as they can get this stuff taken out. Okay, the water pump should never not be pumping. Good mantra to stand by here. Come on. Get these things out of here, and we will move on to our next task. Or go to sleep. I guess that's fine. Whatever. You want to be thirsty your whole lives? It's up to you. All right, looks like we made good progress over here, so we can, while they're trying to figure their lives out, go ahead and put in our staircase down to this level. Just a whole bunch of stairs everywhere. And this actually should let them start building all of these once they get there. So we'll leave them to that again and come over here to where they are in the process of taking care of all of these things. World's least efficient math between water things here. That seems to be working okay. Hopefully the water issues stop being as bad. How are we doing on dynamite? Okay, we got 22. We can blow these up now. And now this should, yeah, now we have 20. I'm going to choose to call this horsepower hours. I don't know why they're still using horsepower in the realm of beavers. Should be beaver power, in my humble opinion. But we're going to keep dynamiting this out. and see how much further we can go here. And then I think we're going to want to do this as well to have some parallel action going. Maybe we can just get by with this one here. Because if we dynamite this all the way down, then we can have two parallel doodads going over here. And that'll be all sorts of fun. And extra power. I got 24,000. I'm liking this. I wonder how low it's going to let us go here. That's going to be interesting to see. But we can't get too enamored too quickly with all of this. Let's check our water supply again. Okay, now we're down to 0. Why? We have a bunch of unemployed beavers in this district too, so I guess we could probably... Do we have enough paper to make? Yeah, we still have paper. We have enough power we're generating. Well, we're generating 666 power. That seems ominous. This should be generating 400. Maybe I'm just ill-informed. So why are we not having enough water still? It really shouldn't be this much of a problem. So I guess we're just going to have to keep going and getting rid of all of this, these poor plants. At least it's only carrots, so that's not going to be as big of a deal. We do need to make sure that we are not alienating all of our other food things. We need a grist mill. Go ahead and put in... yeah, we'll just put in 2 of those here. That will help in our food production. And then I guess we should have our bakery should be up here too, just for the sake of convenience. So I think we can go ahead and just put 3 of those guys directly across. Okay, we're actually not making gears up here. I thought we were. We will need to take care of that. Start producing some gears. I just have to find somewhere to put it. Okay, now we're just sending into the hole. Can I? Haha. I love how it magically gets more more capacity as soon as this gets blown up. So we need to put in... Probably should have another explosives factory, honestly. We need to put in, across here, a bridge for our power here. Thank you, game, for lagging. And put in a couple of gear workshops, which we will go ahead and make 3 of. We'll make a step down right here, and then put in a little cross connector there. We'll give them plenty of time to take that challenge on. Now, how are things looking over here? Too far from a district... Oh, okay, this hasn't been... Am I not importing planks over here anymore? I'm not. Okay. That was a mistake on my part, not doing that. Okay, District 3 does not need all those people doing berries. We'll go ahead and put in some planks and get that fixed. I guess we're not going to get this dammed up before... Well, we might, if they can get this staircase built here. It's going to depend on a couple of different things here. We will certainly see. No recipe selected. Wheat flour. That's what we want. This wheat should be... Okay, it's going to be a while before that wheat's harvestable. But some of this is going to be coming up. We do have sunflower seeds over here looking good. Okay, we can... okay, they're still waiting on dynamite for that. Okay, so now... Okay, they are in the process of making this, which is good. We just need them to get their stuff together on building all of these things. Let's go ahead and reassign priority to high for this guy. Just we have a little bit of water stored up here. I think we might be able to get this figured out. Maybe. Just maybe. I guess I shouldn't make this one super top priority. These beavers will eventually figure it out. How are we doing on water storage for this district? 604. Food is still kind of a problem, but I think we are otherwise in pretty good shape. How are we looking on our dynamite over here? That's still in the process of going. Let's try and put some more down here. It's starting to get kind of hard to to go there. We'll go ahead and put in another 2 of these, and then put in another gravity battery next door, which should work perfectly fine. This will just have a much smaller capacity until we get all of these explosives taken care of. All right, we can go ahead and put this guy in here, and as soon as they get rid of these, take care of that. They are being a little slow here. A little slow in the uptake today. Okay, they are going at the speed of smell. We don't have any, we don't have a builder's hut in this district, which I guess is my fault for not having one of those, but don't think we need to be sounding the alarm quite yet. Just get these guys going over here. And this should be our other wheat flour thing. Yeah, looks good. We're still pretty far away from having any actual wheat harvest. Okay, this bottom one, this little spot right here should be by the time that they start the drought, should be all done. Just for some reason it's taking a really long time. So far, okay. So I think we might actually be okay here if we can get beavers to get all the way across here. They're just taking their sweet time building this one. So while they are taking care of that, we can go ahead and get these trees out of the way as well. We can put a water pump on this area here. I just can't do it until all of the all these dead trees are gone, and that's going to take considerable amount of time. Okay, who's not? Okay, this is going to be, yeah, just regular old bread. This one will be bread again. Blow that up. Yeah, they're still working on that. Now how? Okay, this is all the way down, so I can't click on whatever's down there. Gonna have to wait for that to start coming back up before we can do that. That's the only problem with really doing this thing this way. How are we doing on food? Okay, we can't really export anything yet. We're not terrible over here. It's just not good. And I do wish we had the time to dam this up a little bit, but this obviously is of much greater importance to get done. Would have liked to get the this entire thing done too, but you know, you can't always get what you want. We're sure going to try. Okay, with half a day left for the drought in preparation, we're going to close this up. Try to get as high of a water level in here as we can. Okay, this one as well should probably go up to 2.5. Try to store a bunch of that. Okay, now this is a little bit too late, but this is fully dammed up. Progress, you know. Progress is good. It's just that now everybody's hungry, and I'm gonna have to shut off Gonna have to shut off these water pumps. Except for one. We do have 600 stored, so I might actually just go ahead and shut off all of these. Except for maybe one here. And we'll see. Oh, now these trees are coming back because they're all watered? Okay. Alright, and there is our drought. Now we have work to do here. If I could get them to just get rid of these. I know I said this was the most important thing, but now that's no longer the most important thing. Let's get these things done over here. And then we can put in some water pumps, which we will desperately need. And as soon as we get this other damn thing done, then we can get rid of these. But we just need that flexibility right now to have the additional pumping capacity. So we'll get that done. So we have a little bit of water coming in. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good down here. Got plenty of capacity. Plenty being pumped. We have this district is still kind of low, but now our wheat is able to be harvested, and it's going to be milled into wheat flour, and then we can make bread, and then this district will be that much closer to being self-sufficient. And they haven't quite gotten this finished over here, but okay, yeah, this is all the way down. That's not ideal. We'll just keep on trying to get this going here. I guess I can put one there. Well, this is working fantastic right here. I'm very, very pleased with that. That's good news. I think we can go ahead and put in another one of those there, looks like. That'll be good progress. Then that should help this area a little bit more. How are we looking over here? Is this operating? I guess technically. I'm wondering if... I gotta figure out a way to get them across this. Maybe once this is all built here, that'll be a little easier to do. But I think we should be okay. Yeah, we still have 500 water. We have 6 days left, and we do have this pump operating, and that pump operating should be okay. Let's check back in over here. In explosive land. Yeah, our windmills are not going to be enough to cut it here. We're going to need a substantially higher amount of power. How are we looking on that? We have 3,265. Science, we need 4,000. Probably won't get there today, but stuff is still looking fine in spite of that. We're still doing okay on food. Yeah, food and water here is fine. This district is pretty much indestructible at this point. Everything seems to be okay. Stuff is going well. We are eventually going to want to get over here. This is a very intriguing possibility for a big reservoir here, as well as a ton of scrap metal to take a look at, but we are probably not going to be there for a while. All right, now how are we looking this? I think one of our problems is we don't have enough beavers that can actually build stuff here. Oh, wow, we have a lot of unemployed beavers. That's a huge waste to not be taking advantage of that this whole time. So I think... Okay, our path network is only going to let them go that far. What if I build this over here? No, same story. Okay. So I think we can probably just put this builder's hut there. And then we just need to probably put another district in. I really don't want to. Just because that's kind of a pain in the butt. But we'll, if we can get it done before the next end of the drought, we probably can stand a pretty good chance. So if I go ahead and delete let's see, that one right there. No, it can't be that one because I have to have room to put in everything else. Put a gate here. Then we'll take a district center building and plop it. Oh man, this is frustrating. Plop that right there. Put in a, let's call it a drop-off point. I thought I was going to have more room over here. Wait, I sure don't plan things well, do I? I was going to say it can't operate because it's underwater. I just know it. Boy, that is a problem. That is a problem. We're going to have to punt on that and try this again. Like I said, folks, this is all live. This is me learning in real time how bad at this game I am. So, in case you were ever in doubt as to the authenticity of this garbage that I am playing out for you in real time, don't be. Oh, are you serious? Okay. I just, the way these districts work, I am really, really not a fan of it. Okay, drop-off points, try, okay. District 8, let's try that again. We really only need these guys to just build these areas here. So we're going to need them to have access to some planks and some logs. And I think this is in the correct district here. Yes. We'll add another route to this one that is going to be logs, and another one that's going to be planks. And then we're going to add one from, oh, maybe not. Add one from this one to here that's going to be, let's do, where's baked potatoes? Grilled potatoes, I'm sorry. And then we're going to migrate a couple of these guys over to District 8. Let's just go ahead and do 4, and then get them to work on the construction over here. Once they start getting shipments, which it looks like our guys are coming in to do. Yep, they've got logs. They're getting to work on taking care of all of that stuff. Now, did I build stairs? Yes. There we go. That is going. And these guys should be able to go ahead and get these things done pretty quickly here. Just emphasize this one in the corner, because if you don't, they will not build it, and it will be very, very irritating to look at later. Too far from a district. Yeah, right. I guess we have to have these things demolished so we can get to the everything else here. You better get going, my dudes. Oh, they're going to need water too. I don't know how I didn't think about that. Don't want them to die on us. That would be very inconvenient. Alright, now we can put in some paths here. This should no longer be too far away. Alright, my guys, get to work. You got 3.4 days to get this thing ready. So we are rapidly running out of time. There we go. Okay, so they're going to be doing that for a while. Let's check back in over here. How are we doing on all of this stuff? Looking good on food, looking good on water. This can be blown up, that can be blown up. This is still not quite high enough. But they are raising, which is good news. Eventually, once this comes out of the hole, we will go ahead and detonate those. Oh, this is looking fantastic up here. This is good. Very, very good. Put in a another pathway here. These guys got to get to work harvesting all this wheat. They probably could use some more help with the farm stuff, so we'll go ahead and put another farmhouse here. Give them a hand with all of that. How are we looking over here? Okay, this is good progress. Go ahead and get all of these popped in here. This needs to be demolished. Now these guys are thirsty. I know they're bringing you water, so go get a drink. It's all right. Lots of beavers dying of old age. I guess that's the dream, huh? Yeah, just get this thing going here. We're getting closer. It's just going to be a interesting task to see how they're able to connect all this up. I know they can probably still do all this. Depends on how fast they're able to get these going here. It's going to be a task for sure. As far as priorities go, we'll make these low priority. These are already high. This guy is going to need to be higher. This is already highest. I don't know why they haven't gotten out of that. Who doesn't have workers? No available workers in this district, huh? Okay, how are we doing on... Okay, we have 5 free beds. Okay, so this problem will solve itself eventually when we get there. Water-wise, we're looking okay here. Looking okay here, looking okay here. You know, things could definitely be worse. But I think for the most part, we've kind of solved most of our food and water problems outside of this other new district we just started here. That stuff seems to be going well. Got wheat flour. We're not able to get all the materials because we don't have enough power. We're working on it. It is, it's just a process, you know? You got to trust the process. I just need this to come up a little more so I can get access to... There we go. So now this has a total potential of 28,000. I want to make that an even 30 before we are finished here. It's just really hard to see down in the hole. I think I got that. Of course, it is descending now, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, where am I? Good Lord. Okay, we got that taken care of. We can put this guy in. Now, we can come in and make all of these highest priority. And then once those are done, we can finish the top layer of all this. And then this should flood in the next thing. We can get rid of this district. We can get rid of all these paths, and this will just be completely filled up. But I wonder if we can get a lot of these just cut down anyway, because we'll have some beavers coming over here to do their own thing. Of course, I have to mark all of these as cuttable trees. It would be very stupid of me not to do that. Okay, that's looking good. They'll be able to hopefully get to work pretty quickly on that. How are we looking on logs? We're just waiting on materials, huh? Well, we have plenty of logs. So someone needs to bring in some water here, or our beavers are going to be pretty thirsty real quick. Got 1.1 days. Can they get this done? Nothing to do in range. What are you, lumberjack flag? Oh, because I didn't mark these as cuttable. Man, I'm good at that, I tell you. Pretty consistently forget to mark stuff as cuttable. And we have 1 day left in this drought. How are we doing on getting all the materials for this? Are they just still really thirsty? Alright, somebody is lacking on their water distribution. So I hope that's what one of these is going to be. No, those are all planks. Okay, now that's some water. Go get a drink. Okay, they're going from this side out. Well, they're getting their fur wet, which is a need, I suppose. Come on, guys. Hop to it. We are on a race against time here. Meanwhile, these beavers are doing quick work of getting these trees out of here. Very good, very encouraging to see that happen. I think now we can probably... oh, we're fine on water. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. Just got to keep this train moving here. They got a problem on getting water in here. So they're all thirsted up anyway, so they're fine. They just can't build these fast enough for me. Gotta go faster, dudes. Well, I was hoping they'd be a little quicker than that. Let's check back in over here on how our explosives are doing. Are we making bread yet? I guess we can't make all the bread. Alright, so now this should have potential for 30,000, so that's good. We'll go ahead and just keep on trying to get this down to match. It's a little painful, one thing at a time. Oh. We got past 4,000 signs without me realizing. Let's go ahead and research the mine. And then we can go ahead and build that here. We should have... We don't quite have enough gears. We don't have enough logs, but we do have enough treated planks, which is good. And this building being here will be a massive help to our mining efforts. And that'll be interesting. That's probably going to be a next episode adventure, so look out for that tomorrow when that video goes up. Because I don't think that's going to get finished anytime soon. So it is now cycle 15, day 1, and the beavers have almost finished this levee. We're going to wait for them to finish this because they're so close. But that's going to be a good spot to end this episode. They just have a couple more logs to put in. And as this starts to fill back up, we will be able to get some drinking water out of this. We'll be doing probably most of that next episode. Because, of course, this is all dry again. But that should pretty quickly stop being a problem. Okay, well, the potatoes all died. That's unfortunate. That should not happen anymore. We're going to take all of these water pumps out of here once this is all filled up. And it looks like this is all done. So that's good progress. These guys still have a lot more work to do. We'll go ahead and pop in. Too far from a district. Yeah. I've heard it all before. Pop in another thing here that should still... Oh, is it really going to be too far? Oh, man, this is annoying when this happens. I guess we just have to get rid of all of those. But I think that's going to be a problem for the next episode worth of beaver adventures here. So this is now full. This can go ahead and be flooded and be completely fine. I know beavers can cut down trees underwater. I've seen it done before in other... What's this guy doing? Okay, you're having fun. You're not in distress. You're just... you're sleeping. Because I didn't build any houses. Because I'm a terrible beaver colony manager. Alright, so now this is flooded, which is an interesting problem to have. So oh boy. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do is... Now I got a problem on my hands. I guess what we have to do is, to solve the flooding, get rid of this dam and replace it with, temporarily, one of those with a path on top of it. because we can't have this flood over here. So if this has the path of least resistance to go out this side, then this should also stop flooding. I know I said we were going to do this next episode, but I did want to make sure that we tried to take care of this. I know this is extremely janky, not ideal, not optimal conditions for correct beaver city building, if you will. But, you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes here. There's some stuff you just kind of have to put up with, and just hope stuff is... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a levee here. All right, fix that, please. I'll get that taken care of quickly. So that will enable this district to this little sham of a failure district to keep building all of these things. Boy, that was stupid of me to do that. That was just really dumb. Really dumb. I simultaneously can and cannot believe I did that. Let's get these beavers real quick, just working around the clock to get this taken care of. That's a very important thing. I say as they are all asleep anyway and ignoring my 24-hour working hours. All right, I guess we'll just put that back down to 18. All right, come on, fix this. So I do want to end the episode at some point, but we can't do it like this. I mean, everything else is looking pretty good. We'll give them a little bit of time to try and fix their problems here. Pop in another 2 pieces of dynamite, come back in and check in on the circus over here. Oh, they're building from both sides. Good. So this hopefully should stop being a problem pretty quickly. How are we doing on water here? Okay, we got to turn these back on. We are almost there, folks. Just bear with me here. And now they're hungry. Why are you hungry? Stop being hungry. Now we have the problem that this is so underwater here that it's almost impossible for them to actually, you know, finish doing what they're supposed to be doing. Although I guess they can just kind of keep doing that and we can come back and delete stuff later. But yeah, next, okay, that's actually working pretty well as designed and intended here. Next episode for sure, we're going to be putting a bunch of these water pumps in this area, taking advantage of this great new drinking water reservoir. But I think now we are at the point where we've done enough damage. We've gone far enough into cycle 15. This is where we are. I think we are in a pretty good spot. I know this mine's going to take a while. It's probably going to be the middle of next episode before it's actually done and ready to use. So we'll keep an eye out for that. We did a huge improvement to the food over here. This district is in much better shape than it was before. This district is still a little precarious with food. We are going to be expanding food a little bit more. Try to figure out a couple different ways to make that happen. Probably turn a lot of this area into farmland and a lot of this into tree farming. Or we could just put farming over here too. That's going to be something we have to deal with when we get to that part. But now the sun is up in Beaverland and we have a brand new adventure to embark on next time in the next episode. So as always, I really appreciate everyone who watches all these and gives comments, feedback, constructive criticism, anything crosses your mind. I love to talk to you guys in the comments. I read every comment. I respond when I can. And I have a good time discussing this game and honestly anything else you want to bring up. We do have a couple other things in the pipeline. I've gotten some messages from other developers of city builders, which is always exciting. Love seeing new games and new ideas that people are putting out. And I'm excited to bring you guys a couple of new things that I don't think anyone has really heard of. Some newer games that are pretty early in development and publishers that I haven't seen anywhere else. And it's really exciting to get the chance to take a look at some of this stuff. So those will be coming out probably in the next couple of weeks or so as I look to figure out long-term content plans. But as always, you can see the latest stuff here on YouTube or on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/jcthebeard. I try to keep people updated for everything in the community tab as well. So if you have the desire to stay informed, make sure you are checking in regularly so you don't miss anything. Of course, I'm going to try and keep doing daily uploads for the time being, as long as these videos remain fresh and interesting and you guys like those and respond well, then I'm going to keep going. If you want something else, let me know. We'll see what we're going as far as content maps into the future. I know that a lot of people have wanted me to check out stuff like Crusader Kings and everything else. We'll see if that ends up being a good fit or not, but I am excited to move into some more city building content and some adjacent games as well in the future. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.